Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on The Two Gentlemen of Verona, and we get to hear from Protheus today in Act 3, Scene 1. Now, Protheus started out this scene by ratting out his friend. He told the Duke of Milan that Valentine was going to go get Sylvia using a rope ladder from her bedroom, which is like way high up in the air. And as a result of this, Valentine and the Duke had a little bit of an interaction, and the Duke discovered that Valentine is in fact in love with Sylvia. So the Duke banished Valentine, and woe is him. Very much so. He had a whole monologue about how sad he is about the whole thing, and that if he's parted from Sylvia, then he's parted from his life. Now, Protheus did all of this because he is also in love with Sylvia, but he might have a little bit of guilt left because he screwed over his friend Valentine, but he had decided in a monologue a couple days ago that he would rather trade in his friend and have Sylvia than lose Sylvia and keep his friend. So as soon as the Duke has left and Valentine gets a moment to be a sad sack, Protheus and Launce come in. And they start talking to Valentine. They're like, whoa, I'm so sorry, and this is horrible, and we've heard that you've been banished, and all of this sort of thing. And Valentine is like, has Sylvia heard that I've been banished? Does she know? And Protheus says, Aye. And she hath offered to the doom, which unreversed stands in effectual force, a sea of melting pearl, which some call tears. Those at her father's churlish feet she tendered, with them upon her knees, her humble self, wringing her hands, whose whiteness so became them, as if but now they waxed pale for woe. But neither bended knees, pure hands held up, sad sighs, deep groans, nor silver-shedding tears could penetrate her uncompassionate sire. But Valentine, if he be ta'en, must die. Besides, her intercession chafed him so, when she for thy repeal was suppliant, that close to prison he commanded her, with many bitter threats of biding there. So what he's saying is, yes, Sylvia knows that Valentine has been banished, and she pled with everything that she had in front of her dad to make that not be so. She cried, and she got down on her knees and humbled herself in front of her dad, all of that sort of a thing. But the Duke of Milan would have none of it and threatened to put her in prison for standing up for Valentine. And Valentine is like, oh my goodness, could it possibly get any worse than this? And Protheus has a little bit more to say that we will hear tomorrow. I'll see you then for that. Mwah.